Today, on my 8th day of quarantine with my children, I'm making donuts because my office mates, i.e. my cats and my kids, aren't bringing me treats that I normally get in my office. So I'm going to be fat today and I'm going to make donuts, but I'm not going to make just any donuts. You have to wait and see what sort of donuts and what concoctions I make out of those donuts today. Hint, hint, hint. The first thing I'm going to do to make my donuts is I'm going to put 2 yeast packets in a glass container, and I'm going to put just about half a teaspoon of sugar in there, and I'm going to do half a cup of water that's at about 110 degrees. How do you know it's 110 degrees? Well, you could use a thermometer, you could use just experience, or you can add it and hope that it works. I'm going to add it right in. There's one thing I'm going to do that might sound strange, is that I'm going to mix this with a chopstick. I'm trying not to use metal in my yeast because that does have a tendency to react. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and I want to see frothy bubbles on top. When I see frothy bubbles on top, I know I have activated my yeast and life is going to be good. I'm going to put in my saucepan a half a cup of milk and a half a stick of butter, and I'm going to get this nice and hot and boiling right on the stove. Then I'm going to take it off and let it cool. And I'm doing this while my yeast is blooming. How did I know that I used 110 degree temperature on my water? It's because I have frothy, yeasty substance now. It is been about 4 minutes and it is nice and yeasty and bubbly. So I know my yeast is alive. Now comes the fun part. In your stand mixer, you have half a cup of sugar and you add your scalded milk and butter mixture, making sure that it has cooled a little bit. That goes right in, and the mixer goes on. You're trying to get the sugar incorporated. In goes 1 cup of flour. Up it goes again. Turn on the mixer, let that get a little incorporated, and now I'm going to pour in that yeasty goodness. Blooming your yeast before putting it into your recipe really ensures that you have live yeast. And now you're going to add 3 more cups of flour, letting it go just a minute or 2 in between each cup. All 4 cups of flour are in. I'm using the dough hook on my stand mixer, and now I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to add vanilla, and now is the first time I'm able to add about half a teaspoon of salt. You never add it straight to the yeast or the yeast milk mixture because it will kill the yeast. And I'm going to let my stand mixer do a lot of the work for me. I'm going to let this go for a good couple of minutes and then I'll take it out. The flour is just there so it doesn't stick. I'm not trying to add more flour. I just don't want to have it stuck all over. Just have it on the counter. I'm kneading this dough for the last 4 minutes. I'm going to place it in my pan. I'm going to place a little bit of olive oil on the top, and I'm going to set this aside, covered for about an hour and a half. And since it's rainy and moist today, humid, I'm going to watch it, and I might have to let it go a little bit longer because it's not as warm as I usually would like. And we are back with really luscious dough. This is so pliable. This feels so good. And you know you have a really good dough. So now you have to stretch it out, and we're going to roll it out because we now are going to cut our donuts. I'm being very gentle with it. I'm trying to get it even, but I don't want to tear it. And so this is probably 1/2 inch, and you can see how easy this was. Really is nothing to this. Now I'm going to cut out my donuts. Now you might be thinking, I need a special donut cutter for this. No, you don't. There's a bunch of different ways that you can do this. A really simple way is just to use any plain old glass, flour it up, put it down, twist. That's all you have to do. And now you have a donut. Well, you don't have a donut yet because now you need the hole. That's what makes the donut. So I have little biscuit cutters. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut out the middle. I'm going to save that. And on my sheet tray it goes. Now let me cut these all out and I'll be right back. So I have cut all of our donuts, and when you cut them all out, you're going to have scraps. And one good way to use your scraps is to make a long, like a long john, or what I used to call them long johns. Anyway, a bar donut. If you don't have a small donut to make the ring, you can just cut out your donut using anything, any sort of cup, and just stick your finger in there and make your own hole. You can do that. Alright, I fried my donuts in 2 inches of just all-purpose oil, and I have varying sizes because I'm not an expert at all of this fun stuff. But I have some nice sizes, and instead of just eating regular glazed donuts, I thought, why don't we go a little bit cuckoo since we're in quarantine and it's day 8? Alright, so I picked a couple of good looking donuts right now, and I'm going to do some interesting things. First one is going to be a hamburger. Yes, I said hamburger. And it's not just any old hamburger that you can get at any state fair. It is going to be a flaming hot Cheeto puff dusted hamburger. Alright, I have my donut fried. I've already split them. And you can see they're pretty good size. They puffed up. Now I'm going to, and I've already glazed them, and they're still a little sticky, but they're not bad. I'm going to now dust them. I'm going to pop them in the glaze, and I'm going to pop them right on my flaming hot Cheeto puffs that I've just crushed. I'm going to get it all nice and gooey and ooey and make sure all of the little crevices get some of this Cheeto puff dust. Okay. Now I have my hamburger patty right here. It's almost a slider. I'm going to pop that on. I added a couple of onions to my pan. Yes. And I have bacon. Bacon that goes right on top. Too many things in my hand. I'm going to split that. That goes right on top. Going to add a couple of pickles. Gonna add just a few pieces of lettuce because it has to be healthy, right? And why not? Let's put a couple Cheetos inside just for the fun of it. Can you see that? That's number 1. Number 2, what do you think about macaroni and cheese? That might sound strange, but it might be really good. So I'm going to, I bought a little macaroni and cheese, popped in the microwave, did what all the instructions said. But I think we need to just bump this up a little bit in flavor. So how about let's go to Taco Bell and let's get some chips and cheese. Okay. We're going to put first layer of the mac and cheese on the donut, right inside. See that? Right inside. Then we're going to take the top and we're going to put some of this queso right on the top. And let's crush up this chip. Mac and cheese donut extravaganza. Woo! Okay. I have one last. And we're in California, right? What is Californians absolutely famous for? That's right, avocado toast. We're going to get some good crispy bacon. We're going to put 2 slices of bacon. Maybe one. We'll see here. 1 is enough. 1 crispy slice of bacon. And then we're going to put it right inside, right on that bacon. Should we add a little bit of cheese to this? Should we add cheese? No? We have to add hot sauce. How about Diablo Taco Bell hot sauce right on top of our avocado? Yum. And we're going to put that lid right on. Let me go round up some of my family members and I'm going to be right back. First up is our taste tester who's going to try my avocado toast donut. Just take it. Sweet and sour.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. You know what? That's an A+. Now ready for the next one? Put chips on top.
No. Ew. Nope.
Is it a texture thing?
No, it's everything.
Okay. Mac and cheese wasn't as popular. I saved the best for last. It's going to be a monster to cut though.
Oh, some things just aren't meant to
Sorry.
be. Did you like the avocado one?
Did you not hear what I said to Mom?
Okay, ready? Okay, now we have my hamburger slider donut dusted with Cheeto dust.
Pretty good.
And we have a winner. The hamburger one is the best one. We knew it would be. Can you taste the Cheetos?
No.
We need to add more Cheetos. We need to get more of that Cheeto flavor on there. Thank you all for coming and visiting, and I hope you come back. Click the little subscribe button, click the little bell, and tell me below what you would like to see cooked and paired in real life, made by a real bored chef. I'm not a chef. I'm Dr. Michelle. I'm bored. I'm on day 8 of our quarantine, working from home. It's what, 6:30 at night, and we have donuts. Bye.